All right. Tay Capone. Glad to have you back.
My boy, I'm glad to be back, man. We locked in.
Man, how you been?
I've been good, folk. I've been locked in on this father shit, folk. I've been just locking in on my health, folk. I've been in the gym a lot. Just working a lot behind the scenes on taking care of my shit that's going on in real life. Last time we did an interview, I had my son with me.
I
So I
remember.
just locking in on just becoming a better dad. I'm in the back end of my 20s now, so I'm just, my mind doing a lot of different things, real mental gymnastics right now. So I'm like caught in the middle of being a young nigga and the old right now. So I've been at a little limbo right there, man. Just trying to lock in on life, man. But I'm good though.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Well, I thought we would start with some of the big news going on, man. A video dropped, and this video right here kind of upset quite a few people, man. It was the video, Rondo #9 in jail at the same table as 051 Little Mick, which, as most people know, was convicted for the murder of L.A. Capone.
Mm-hmm.
What was your thoughts when you seen that?
So first, let me just say how it came to me, right? So when I first woke, I was like, for this day, I was like sleep a lot the night before. So I'm waking up, I'm late to the party, like, so I had seen it. I'm like late to the news, people sending it to me, but I'm always, cause I be so in my own world about me and my own life. A lot of times with stuff be going on, if I'm not, even if I'm woke, I'll scroll past it, like just uninterested. I end up seeing all of it on the internet, and I was like, is people trolling? Like I had to double and triple look because I gotta see who these people is. These really them? So then, I had seen a couple of the guys like Reese and them, they was quoting it and all that. So I'm like, oh, this real. So when I looked at it, my initial thoughts, I'm blue. I ain't gonna lie. I'm over blue. But, I'm keeping my thoughts to myself though. I'm keeping my thoughts to myself, you feel me? But in that moment, I also had got some information. They was saying like, I guess whatever that was right before he was finna remove himself, or they was finna like separate him from the deck. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess after that moment right there, he was either getting put on the deck right then and there, or they was moving him off the deck right then and there. So it was like, when the backstory is like, oh, he won like right there, he ha. It ain't like they was living amongst each other. I guess he was finna either get put over there and he seen the play and he end up, because if you watch it, it's a longer video, they ain't really going viral, that it's like you could see the lieutenants coming and they hollering at him, and it looked like, they finna move him for his bag still sitting on the table with him and everything. But when you first see it, it's like a bunch of hee and ha and then they passing each other shit, it looked like. And that I don't know, fool. That's just me though. Like I don't know, fool. It just be, I don't know, like I don't know. Everybody different, bro. Some guys can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, that's how they maneuver. You feel me? He was probably waiting on this time to act a certain way or act on it, but I don't know. Me for like in that moment, I feel like that's the moment I live for my whole life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me. Now I'm just speaking about me. Like me in that moment, even if they was putting me over there and I was over there with him 45 seconds, folks, like before they moved me, like I'm going in his shit. Like, I don't know what Rondo thought he was supposed to do, but me, I'm going in his shit, bro. Cause I just don't know if I ever get a chance to get up with him ever again. Like, Lil Mick got 60 something years, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for context, the video is from like 2015 or 2016. So this shit, like when they was both in the county before they both got convicted. You know what I'm saying? So they in the county early in they bids when this shit going on. So, I don't know if like he probably think like I'm gonna see him in the world, or you know, if he beat this shit, we gonna get up with him type shit. I don't know. But I don't know, folks. When you know that nigga fighting he got 60 years, folks. He was fighting a body. Like you just don't know when you gonna ever get a chance to get up with Mick again. Like on for them. So it's like me, I would have probably just sent it up, like just cause I got to, like, that's my best friend, it's my man. Like, I ain't gonna never get a chance to get up with a who like arrested or charged for his murder. You know what I'm saying? So I know me, I would have probably like tweaked out, but he probably was like, you know, it's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? I get both sides, but I know me for like, you know, that's my best friend. I wear that shit on my sleeve, bro. You know, like, I just wear that shit to the point where like I take it upon myself to be like, bro, I'm LA'd up to the fullest. Like that nigga ain't getting away from me saying he seen me and ain't nothing happen. Like on my son, I don't get no if this your deck and all of y'all beat me to sleep in this bitch. Like I'm about to cause I ain't gonna lie. When you get jumped on, like that's what everybody tell you. Like get that one and beat the shit out of him. Make him pay for every foot you stump, kick, everything you about to feel. While y'all stumping me, I'm on top of his ass. On Fordham grade, every time y'all stump me, he catching an elbow to the face. Until y'all put me to sleep. And then hopefully they broke it up, got y'all up off me before y'all really did something bad to me. But that's just, you know, me, folks. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking for Lil Mick when he was in the world, so I would know I would. I was just, man, I'm being 100 with you. Like I was on that man bad, real bad, no Diddy. Like, so I just know me, but you know, whatever.
To contrast to that, you know, a few months ago, paperwork and video came out of the COs trying to put 50 shots in the same cell as King Von.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I had seen like a video or something, man. And Von, it was funny because I already knew, because I had talked to Von about this, like when it happened, like in real time back in the day. So it was funny to see it. But yeah, I had seen like a video of them like they had tried to put him in, and I seen them bringing Von out in the cuffs or something, I think, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And yeah, and the paperwork showed that, you know, Von made a big enough deal about it that
right.
they was like, yeah, we can't sell these guys up together.
Like, and you know, like that's why, you know, and like Shorty, you know, like Von, that's how he coming, you know, like folks not doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why, you know, it's just that how, you know, that like that's why I would say like it ain't no right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't fault another for how they move with it, but Von like a prime example, like he getting on the ass, for, and he wasn't even on no bully shit or nothing, like, but you gonna feel his presence, for, like, you not finna go to no other deck and be like, oh yeah, I was in the cell with Von, he wasn't on shit, he was trying to make dips with me, like he ain't on that, like he'll beat your ass first on phone, and then like if you want to sit over here and be on the deck, he ain't even on no bully shit. Folks will just beat your ass, just so you know, like he beat my ass on PD, like he beat the shit out of me, like he beat your ass, folks. So you know, like you go back to your other homies from your out hood and shit. Like yeah, I ran into Von, he put them bitches on me. Like you feel me? Like he on that, and that was all through the county, to the point where like was banking themselves off decks with Von just because they knew like if they brought you on a deck and folks was in his cell when they came over there, when they rolled his dope. He was beating your ass, bro. Like you was gonna get them bitches, folks. Like you know that. If you have Roy over there anywhere with you, you know you gotta maneuver. So it's like shit like that for him. It's so many other situations of Von just beating the ops ass, like, and going above and beyond to like beat their ass and show them like that shit he did with the shorty from, he had the LA tattoo, like shit like that, folks. Like he breaking out his cuffs for this shit. Like, he ain't playing. He out here. Boy, look, he coming out them bitches for real. Like, No plan. And bro, let me tell you how hard that is. Like, for them talk about coming out of them cuffs, like that shit easy, bro. That shit easy when you a real convict, folk. That shit not easy when you just, that shit easy for who in that fighting murders and shit and been on the decks 2.5, 3.5 years and learned the ins and outs of really how to do a lot of shit in the county, little tedious shit, folk. Like, that shit ain't easy, folk. And that bitch, bro, when you in jail and you fighting a max case, folk, meaning that you fighting a murder or something that's a 9 to 45, 6 to 30, shit like that, Capone, folk. When they put you in them blue boxes, folk, and them shackles, folk, you shackled, your legs are shackled and your arms are shackled and they locked to a box, folk. Like, your shit stuck like this, folk. So you can't do nothing. Like, you can't, they do all who fighting bodies and all them and that like that, folk, all maxed out. They got them locked up and shit where you not supposed to be able to do that, gang. Like, for you, cause they know them type of, they be on bullshit. Like, they got them chained up and extra, like, them ain't how like, you seen how Vaughn was in that video for? Everybody ain't walking in the county with them blue boxes on, for. That is for specific max level detainees, folks. That ain't for regular niggas in that bitch fighting pipe cases and shit. They got them bitches on all of them for those specific reasons. He's breaking up out of that. Like, coming up out of shit that's like double the it's like them putting on 6 cuffs on you for instead of just the one. Like, that shit like over secured. Like, or they would have just put cuffs on them. You feel me? Like, they got extra security chains and locks on these people, folks. Folks coming out of the chain, out of the lock. He got one hand and he taking folks' ass to Pound Town with that bitch.
He did only have one hand.
Man, one hand. I swear to God, I watched that video like 10 times. I'm like, folk, you could tell with every time he raised his hand back, he trying to knock a dread out of this shit. Like, boy, he trying to hit that boy so hard on video. I'm looking like for every time he cocked back. I'm like, yeah, he trying to knock it. He trying to knock something loose in this shit on photo. Like, he trying to knock his ass out. He ain't there, but yeah, folks. He a tweaker, folks. I seen it. He Von be standing on business, folks. That's it. That about short. You know him. That's Roy.
Just for the people who are listening who might not know, 50 Shots was convicted of killing
White, that's from O Block, that's original, that Von was actually out and right there when he got killed. You know what I'm saying? So this hit home for Von. For the people who didn't know, you know what I'm saying? This was a real mano top op versus top op. It hit home type thing. You know what I'm saying?
He made the song Demon.
Yeah, he was talking about White.
He kind of reenacts the situation in it.
Yeah, I remember that day.
Oh, were you around or you were just in the hood?
Hell yeah, I remember that day. For all them days, I remember them days. Like, I ain't gonna lie, especially when Von was out, because it was like I was really around. I was around when he was booked too, but it's like we was together every day, so we either in my hood or his hood. You know what I'm saying? So every time something go down, it's like we'll be in an oh so hurt and deep. It's just like you remember them nights. You know what I'm saying? So I remember folk like. And I always remember anything that happened when Von was out because he was always booked. So the shit that happened in the street, you just like when you was around for him or he was around, you just like know what. I remember that because he always booked. Like if it's 12 months in a year, he probably like Von get booked, be gone 1 year, then 2 years, then 3 years. Like he do shit like that and be out 4-5 months in between them bids. Like so, anything that happened when folks was out, I remember. But I definitely was in the hood that day. It was real ugly.
Well, some sad news just happened in the drill community, man. T Slick was just recently killed. And what was even more surprising is this happened in a city that I looked on the map and it was like 2 hours outside of Chicago, man. Which was like really kind of crazy to me. What were your initial thoughts, and how well did you know T Slick?
Well, I grew up with T Slick. You know what I'm saying? T Slick a real member, another from back in the day. A real official. He affiliated with so many hoods, No Limit, 300, 600, Front Street. You know what I'm saying? O Block, like he one of those people, like he was loved in a lot of places, you know what I'm saying? But he grew up with us, he was from the Met building. And, that shit was weird, folk. You know what I'm saying? Like it was over weird, you know what I'm saying? Cause it was random as hell. And I know all deaths basically random unless they like come from some type of sickness, but it just was like some shit that like you don't expect, folks. Like I was telling them, motherfucker, folks did 13 plus years. Like he got so much. We think he got nothing but life to live, folks. Like you feel me? Because he been gone so long, and we thinking jail probably saved him because he was gone and away from a lot of shit while a lot of motherfuckers was dying and shit. So we thinking folks like he come home, he gonna be one of the ones that go over crazy because he did enough time to know like he ain't gonna go back to jail. He just gonna go out and do his thing. So was rooting for Slick, folks. Slick was a third. He sat down a long time, gave up all of his childhood, folks. Like, so, he loved, folks. And to see that shit was random as hell, folks. And it was some weird shit, folks. And then, like I said, I be learning from all of my homies' deaths. Like you just said when you set the question up, folks, it's all the way in Peoria, folks. Like, it's you could do it like this shit, folk. You could it in my city, folk, and any city surrounding this motherfucker, it is just not safe for us to be like, and it be so up, folk, because we get so much love here that I swear, like sometimes we be floating, folk. I ain't gonna lie, like we winning, folk. Like the BDs, folk, the guys, folk. Like we love so much. Like we got a lot of ops, folk, but like outside our little ops, folk, where it's bloodshed, we get loved, folk. Like they love to see us in the stores, like all the like resale stores and like shoe stores. They love us. They love us to see us coming through the clubs. They love to see us like anywhere in the city, downtown, like they love us, folks. So we'll get caught with so much love we feeling and forget, like, it's really them niggas that do like hate us, they on us like and they ready to kill, you know what I'm saying? And like the story ain't out yet on like what happened, because it could have been nothing to do with who he is or where he from. It could have been they got into it at a party, or he the bitch out there, he hated on him. The story ain't really clear yet, so I don't want to make it seem like it was just some hating on the BDs or something, or hating on the guys, but it just felt like, and then, ain't nobody, if it was a spur of the moment thing, everybody know who T Slick is. Like, even if you in Peoria, like, if a killed him, that killed him know who he was when he did it. Like, he wasn't no that just was like, oh yeah, whoever this is, he got me up, I'm on his ass. Like, he probably took it to that extent because he knew who he was. And that put you in a bad position too, folks, because like, bro, like they'll take some little shit even further when they know who you is or who you affiliated with. Like, nigga be like, man, nigga around letting Slick live and he around put belt on me for like I'm popping him. Like, you don't know what the story is, but I know like us, we make worlds go upside down when we come around, for. So it'd be like, I don't know, but it's real unfortunate, for. It's swear to God, it feel like Capo death all over again, for. Like, it feel like Capo death all over again. Yeah, and then it's so weird, folk, like the timing of this shit. Like, Sosa finna come home, folk, and perform next month for the first time in 10 years. Like, Slick was gonna be there, like, doing his big one, folk. Like, this bitch about to be a homecoming party, folk. Like, I already know the hood was finna be busting. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was so ready for that. Shit like this put a damper on shit like that. Like, instead of folks coming home and all the guys like celebrating the 10 years of folks being in the rack, like coming and performing and shaking this bitch, we gotta all huddle up with Long Live Slick RP Slick t-shirts on and put candle lights for folks, and like every time together and wanna hee hee ha ha too much, we got a damn if Slick was here, it would have been this, he would have said that, he would have like you shouldn't even have to worry about that type of shit, folks. I hate when that type of shit happen, folks, because it's always when like something great about to happen, folks, like with something that we didn't even know was finna happen. Like something like, damn, bro, I'm talking about bro, it was when they shared that when Lyrical Lemonade and Cole Bennett shared that shit for of Sosa coming home, it was not one person I followed from my city that didn't repost that shit, bro. Like everybody's story was like, oh my God, Sosa coming home. Like everybody from the rack was reposting that Lyrical Lemonade shit. Like, boy, Sosa coming home, boy. Everybody from the city going to that shit. So like that was about to be one of the, bro, I told, boy, that was about to be like that was about to be that moment. Like when Sosa walk on the stage in a rack as the last nigga to perform, that bitch going up. That bitch gonna go up, boy. I promise you. That was gonna be some shit they gonna be talking about 20 years from now. Like, boy, Sosa came back home after 10 years. That bitch was the biggest show ever performed in Chicago. And now, instead of us remembering it like that, it's a little damper on it because it's Slick, folks. That shit got me tweaked out, even just speaking on it. It got me tweaking out because that shit weird. That's bogus. Timing be weird. It how you questioning a lot of shit on phone. I'm like, why that had to happen like that?
It's definitely crazy, man. You know, R.I.P. T Slick, man. You know, it's sad to see him doing all that time and, you know, come home, only be home less than a year and get killed, man. You know, but some people were mad at Chief Keef.
Right.
They felt like Chief Keef should have got him out of Chicago.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Man, folk, people always saying, well, Sosa, I swear Sosa take the blame for some shit that for no reason all the time. Like, bro, I swear to God, like from what my understanding of the shit was, Slick was bound to here. Like he got out, he had some intense papers of probation or some shit, and he was here to serve it. When he got off that shit, he was gonna do him. You know what I'm saying? To my knowledge, that's what it was. Like, you know, you on that intense probation, they probably ain't letting folks leave the city right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they is not for extended periods of time, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody that been on parole will tell you, like, you legally never supposed to leave the city when you on parole. Like, cool parole officers will tell you under the act, like, yeah, just don't get in police contact, cause then we gotta bust your ass. But if you go out of town and you don't get your name ran, shit, we don't give a where you go. That's what they'll tell you. But legally, ain't nobody that come home from prison supposed to be out of town, bro. So you gotta come home, get off that, then you can go be free. Because let's just say you go T shit happen for you smoking weed, doing drugs in Cali, you do get your name ran. Now you out here sitting back to the joint, doing a year of your parole because you was in Cali riding around Hollywood Boulevard or some shit like that. That's little shit, you know what I'm saying? So just like, all right, I'm gonna go to the crib, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait till everything, and then I'm gonna pop out. So that was to my understanding, folks. It wasn't, bro, I don't know why be thinking Sosa just leave, bro. Like he got that he took with him that he don't gotta take, he ain't have to take. I know that for a fact. Like, he took, bro. He was the first one to take, because he was the first one to even get on, to even have a position to even take, bro. That nigga, he got on and had Glow Gang. He wasn't Chief Keef. He had a whole group of that he presented to the world, folks. Like, when he didn't have to, at the peak of his powers, folks. He was putting others in position. I don't know why people think he just some selfish ass that just be sucking in all his clout, or just, you know. Like, I don't think that's folks on Biddy. I know, like, he love his folks. Like, I know this for a fact. He love his people, folks. Like, whatever the situation is, folks, like, especially with Slick, folks. Like, you know, certain shit wouldn't say that for you probably is right. You know what I'm saying? But I know Sosa got a real soft spot for that boy. Like, That man did 13 plus years for a case directly related to folks. Like, you think he if it was a position or a chance, if he had to be like, come on with me now, you don't think folks would have sent him that? You think he'd rather hire his homie like that was in that bitch like for 13 years, like interact if he had to be? I don't think that, folks. On Biddy, I don't think so. Like, cause if that was me, folks, and my homie did all that time, you know, and there was some shit that would happen the night that something with me, you know what I'm saying? Soon as he come home, boy, if you could come with me now, you coming now. We getting, boy, when you come home, boy, your last 60, 90 days, we getting that set up. Cause I've been to prison, bro. You don't just go home and set all this shit up. When you get down to your dwindling last 60 days or so, all type of shit get to coming to your door and shit. Oh yeah, where you going here? Is this address good? Can we get this if you gotta go on house arrest? Or, you know, you gotta set shit up, folks. You know what I'm saying? You don't just come home and just set that shit up when you get out, folks. Like, this shit already be set up in jail. So I'm sure if it was a way Sosa could have set it up for him to come home and come straight to LA, it would have been already set up, folks. It wouldn't have been no coming home or you being here first and then we got to switch it over. Nah, it wouldn't have been that, folks. If it was possible to be that, I think he would have been with folks.
For the people who might not know, allegedly, you know, about, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago or something happened and T Slick ended up going down for a shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And he was allegedly defending Chief Keef.
Right.
So that's the story that's out there that, you know, everybody's talking about.
Right. So
just so the people know that are listening that might not be familiar with it.
For sure.
So a documentary just dropped, Trap Lord Ross.
Mm-hmm.
6-hour documentary. Crazy.
Yeah.
About 600. Did you see it? Did you skim through it? You know, and what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I had seen it, bro. Like, I actually was supposed to go like and holler at Trap about it, man. Like, I was supposed to holler at Trap about it, and I'm like, you know, we supposed to do some content and like we was gonna talk like about it, and it was gonna be me and a couple of the guys from 600 and everything like on there, and we was gonna just like, you know, be on live. He was gonna talk about the documentary, what we think about it. You know, some of the guys he mentioned was gonna be with me, and we was gonna just like tweak off each other and shit, you know, like, and talk about the documentary. But when Slick got killed, it like threw everybody off, bro. Like, everybody off, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we end up like I ended up telling bro, like, we gonna reschedule this shit. So me and him, we rescheduled. We still doing that shit though, folks. Cause I with Trap, I with folks on phone, but I with his, you know, content and shit. You know, it'd be cool to watch. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, that shit was long as hell. That shit long as hell though, for I ain't gonna lie. That shit so long, for like. That's half the reason why it's like you be having to watch it, for, cause it's like, bro, anybody that take that much like time to like do anything, for, you really gotta at least like give it a click, for, like, you feel me? Like, don't just put out a 6 hour anything, bro. Don't just scroll past that, for, like, they obviously took hella time, you know, to really think about that. So, you know, that shit was cool. You know, all that shit is flattering, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, when I be seeing shit about us, folk, sometimes it be so crazy. It be like, when I talk to other people, folk, and they childhood's just nothing like mine, and not even in a bad way, it's just like in a normal way. Like, when I talk to regular people and when they was my age, it's like their lives was so different. Like, nobody made documentaries or cared about y'all lives. And not even in a negative way. But it's like nobody, when I talk to other people, like, they ain't make docs about your life. They ain't do that. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, my childhood was that lit, you know what I'm saying? To the point where people was like, man, bro, like, we infatuated with it that much. We wanted to make, you know, like, documentaries, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, we want to just like make content off y'all. Like, that's kind of flattering, bro. Cause a lot of people ain't grow up to where their lives that was that influential. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's how I really look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's flattering, bro. Like when I be seeing all this shit about Vaughn, like sometimes I be really having to like drop a tip for folks, like, like damn, folks, like people, like bro, I swear to God, he was the most regular nigga, like this, like I be seeing all this shit, and I be like, damn, this is really my homie, like, like y'all, man, y'all, like this my shorty, like we used to, man, like y'all really shit that y'all be thinking about and talking about, like I remember that. Like I remember that. You feel me? Like I remember he was 9 times out of 10, we was talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever was going on, I can vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? Or not vouch for it. You know what I'm saying? It be that like shocking to me. Like, damn, bro, like y'all really infatuated with a man like this. I grew, and they infatuated with all us, like they infatuated with me to a degree, you know what I'm saying? But it's like when I see him, like his level of this shit, bro, like it be so crazy, bro, cause it's like, damn, bro, like that's like I'm proud of him though, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm proud of you, bro, cause you turned yourself into that type of infatuated, like to the point where people that infatuated with you and your life and how you was, folks, and what you do. And it just make me be like, damn, for like, I was right there for all that. Like, that's my history they looking for. Like, them my niggas they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's love, for you know what I'm saying? Like, even it come with a lot of bad press too. You know what I'm saying? But bro, at this point, it's like, man, bro, how could you not be flattered about some of this shit, for like, you know what, we could be easily some who just died in our hoods, or just was a regular, just gang banged, went to jail, didn't die, but just didn't get nothing out of this street shit, didn't, ended up working at Walgreens and shit when we got to our late 20s. Like, at least we was able to turn our pain into what we did, you know what I'm saying? And with that, folk, it's like, man, you know, like, wow, folk, like, that's what I respect about it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, folk, like, if y'all pay attention to Vaughn, he tell y'all a lot about the pain we went through too. Like, they pay attention to the bodies and all of the other shit, bro. Y'all listen to his music. He talked about a lot of them nights when folks them died and how that news hit our block and how it made us feel and what we had to do in retaliation and how that shit was affecting us at the time, because we was shorties. Like, I know y'all see a lot of us, fool. Y'all put us in like, oh, y'all see our personalities now. And y'all like, damn, they was going through that. But no, imagine us 13 years ago when it happened. Like, we ain't got all this rah-rah man veracity, for we shorties, babies. Ain't graduated high school when this shit hit. Like, we sophomores, freshmen, and 8th graders. Like, for them getting smoked. I'm talking about dead in the street. We watching them, seeing it happen in front of our face, all type of shit. Like, what? Like, you can hear that when buddy got killed, I seen it. That's you, bro. You ain't never gonna, bro. He talking about a day he seen his homie get killed. Like, you feel me? Like, on his B-day. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga ain't, they gonna talk about the bodies. They ain't gonna, like, for we went through that. Like, we was down on our birth. We wake up. For them smoke, we supposed to be meeting up, matching Trey 5s and buying rim things, and motherfucker Whitey dead. What? How you think folks celebrate his B-Day every year after that? Or how you think like that day even remembered now? Like, you know, that shit weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like that where it's like, you know, it make me be like, man, I'm glad we turned this shit to what we did, folks. Cause like I say, folks they make documentaries about us, and a lot of people they focus on like the bad and shit like that. But how I look at it, for like, we could have just been who died on them blocks who ain't nobody getting no fuck about. But we guys who was able to turn our pain into some type of gain and, you know, reap benefits off our sorrow. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I like for them, because I know a lot of who just got killed and don't even get talked about, just get merched on and lied on and shit like that, and they just die. They bitches and baby mamas and and back doing they cousins and all type of shit. It's like them was never here. But us, we left a landmark on this shit. So, it's all flattering. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any part about that documentary that stuck out?
Man, fool, what stuck out, fool, was bro, I ain't gonna lie, fool. Just Mac, folks. Mac, bro, all that shit about when they was saying Mac, he like, boy, he say Mac was smoking 2-3 niggas in the same week. I'm damn. I was like, whoa. I was like, Mac was out here changing shit. I didn't know he was doing all that. Damn. Nah, like I'll be trying to like say what I think true or false, like it's a lot of whatever, but it just, what that was, it just that stuck out to me, folks, because Mac, Mac, like everybody fascinated with Mac right now. Like Mac hot for whatever reason, folks. So like I'm new to that. Like I'm new to that also. Like I'm recently figuring out like how much the drill culture like fascinated with folks, like even before his death. So like, when I'm seeing a lot of shit said about him, like I just be like scoffing at it, like, cause I be like, y'all just be saying shit, like, but like now, cause bro, it's been like a continuous thing. It is like, been like, bro, Mac name been coming up in so much shit. I'm like, damn, bro, like, is y'all tweaking off folks, But like it's shit that people really like think he out here doing on photo. I'm like, nah, folks. But it was like to see for the first time how really feel like about football. I'm like, man. I'm like, damn, on B, he bad as hell out there. I was like, damn, folks, on BD, folks. But I'm gonna be 100. You know what the documentary really did for me though, folks? It really just crystallized, folks, to me, like, I swear to God, like, and I'm gonna tell Trap this shit one day, like, what that shit did for me, folk, is make me realize, folk, it crystallized how much potential that my hood had and how much we wasted. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like, like I say, people hang on to the like vicious part of everything. But when you look at it, he was really saying like rap, like we had so many that was doing our thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could have did whatever, folk. Like, we could have did whatever, literally. We could have been the biggest group to come from this bitch. You know what I'm saying? The littest, the hottest shit around. And, we like self-destructed in a way. You know what I'm saying? To our own demise. And it's like that helped me. And a lot of from my block, folk, because a couple of us seen this shit and we all feel the same way. Like, like what it helped point out was we had a lot of potential, folk. And we didn't tap into any of it, or we didn't tap into our full potential. You know what I'm saying? We spent a lot of time tweaking and destructing, coming at each other when we supposed to have been building this shit up from the ground like we was. So, that shit, that's what it did for. And when I was done, like when I finally got to like through most of that shit, that's what I realized. Like, man, what he did help me realize was like how much potential and clout and motion my hood actually have, how much of a role we played in this shit, and like what we really like could do if we put our mind to it. That's what stuck out to me the most.
Watching this documentary, there was a lot of stuff I learned. One of the things that kind of stuck out to me was Lil Boo being with a chick from Jaro called Booby.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In the middle of the war.
In the
right?
middle. Yes. Yes, bro. You want me to elaborate on that? That's what you saying?
Yes, please.
Man, so let me go. This is why I say this real. Let me go back to real time as it's happening. Because just so people understand the gravity of the situation, Booby is not a little chick from ops or she like Lil Boo if he was a girl from over there. Like that's how much rank she got over there. Like she got as much rank as he do in our hood over there. Like she worth is that much to them than he is to us, type shit. Like not cause she bust bangers and all that, but just for multiple different things. She's original from over there. She low key was like backdoorish, you know what I'm saying? So she had some point, like not points, like she was smoking niggas, but just like she had a little, cachet to her over there because she'll backdoor some shit. So, you know, Booby was one of those. She had rank. She was just ugly as hell, you know what I'm saying? And it caught me off guard because I'm like, damn, she ugly as hell, you know what I'm saying? But R.I.P. to Booby, I ain't on that. I'm just being 100. I told her this when she was alive on phone. So, but he was for her, bro. I don't know what, but I'm gonna be 100. We all used to do shit like this, bro. Like, I'm gonna be 100. This shit more common than you think, for. But what's not common is like how he was doing it, for. He was going against the grain. I ain't gonna lie. Like Lil Boo was on some. Like, bro. Like I was with our bitches, for, like in the heat of this shit, but I understood, bro. Like I was them, not really wifing them though. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm like we could mingle, we could do us, we could crack. You could come over because I always stayed on my block, so I ain't worried about a bitch setting me up. How them come sit outside in 600? They gonna get their ass spanned down. So I never worried about getting set up, but we with our hoes and shit, but when you start wifing them and getting all dizzy up here about them and shit to the point where you going on the ops to see them and sneaking in and out of their buildings and you around her with no pipe, like what? Gee, bro, I swear to God, I used to be. He was getting tired of talking to me. I ain't gonna lie, I used to be treating his ass. I used to be treating folks because how it was with Lil Boo, like you put me in this shit, like. Everything I know about this shit is because of you. So when I see you doing shit that you wouldn't want me doing, I gotta pull you up on it. Cause you just talk hella shit when I was a shorty about this same shit. Like when I was younger to the point where I'm 13, 12 years old and he's 16, and now all that age shit mattered. You know what I'm saying? You was driving that shit in my head about not to do this type of shit, folks. So now I'm a little older. I'm 17, 18. You doing all this gumpy ass shit? Yeah, I'm in your head. On phone them, I'm all in this dreads about this shit. Like, bro, all in his head, like, bro, you too caught up, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like he was too caught up. Like he with her every day. Like they in the car. Like when he in the car, she in the car. Like he serving, she with him. Like they either at her shit on the ops somewhere or his shit on the low end. All the ops knew where she stayed, and all the ops knew where he stayed too. For them, like the ops, it's like she damn near telling the ops where he stayed in case he ever told us, in case he ever felt frisky or something. You know, like everybody know where Lil Boo stay. We all know where Booby stay. It's dangerous. Like we doing a lot of hot ass shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit getting too colossal now. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to dial this shit back, bro, because it's bleeding on the rest of the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like we all getting caught up in this shit because you know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro, we don't even like her. You feel me? Like, we don't like her, bro. We really would have smoked already if you wasn't going with her. So, nah, we ain't on that. We chilling, you know what I'm saying? But on the guys, he really, Lil Boo really was, but he had the cachet to do it though. Like to do it how he did it. If anybody else would have did, we would around to pistol whip them, kick them off the block how he was moving. But he Lil Boo, folk. Like, you feel me? He get away with this type of shit, but it was still, he was crazy because they was in love for real. It wasn't no fake love. Like, them used to try to get in Booby head about him, backdoor at him and doing shit to him because he was a real gangster. He was him up. You know what I'm saying? Him up and hey bitches type shit. So they used to be trying to get him. But she wouldn't get him. She wouldn't do it. And that's the only reason for like shit went how it was and it lasted. Because we felt in our heart like she really loved folks. So she ain't gonna get him smoked. Like we had to figure that out. But once like after it was some things that took place that kind of showed like, oh, So she really loved folks on BD. She ain't like it was real love. It was just weird.
How do they meet, bro? How do you end up meeting and hooking up with an op chick?
This is why I'm telling you. This shit happens more than you think. Like, fuck you don't be just running into op hoes. You hopping in the op bitch DM. Like, damn, bitch, you look like, bro, I remember me. Like, I swear, like, I used to always, like, I'm in the op bitch DM. But the thing about me and him, folk, I'm going after pretty op bitches. Like, folk, I don't know how he got a booby DM. Like what? That's what I was wondering. Like, what the? Why you go to her? Like, what the? You ain't have no better op bitches to go to, for. No offense, the booby. For I told her this when she was alive. Like, you hit on Biddy, but she was a real one. You know what I'm saying? But she was hit. So I don't know, he was on some freaky shit or something. I don't know what the Lil Boo was on, but he hopped in that shit. Probably on some freaky shit. And then she went on some even freakier shit. And that's how they ran into each other after that. But I know folks, that op shit, it happens a lot for you. Really low key, like, Lil Boo was one of them, so he had like this macho man mentality about himself. Like, he always want to do some shit he feel like others couldn't pull. Like, and not to say like couldn't pull a booby ass. I'm saying like couldn't pull shit like this off. Like, he thought couldn't pull that off with that type of op bitch, bro. And he thought he was like, yeah. He had her, whatever she was doing that was good. Like, I think she had a traffic. He was in a car. Like, everything she did have, she was giving the folk. Like, so he was like showing us too. Like, yeah, boy, y'all thought this bitch was gonna set me up, boy. I got this bitch wrapped around my finger. You feel me? Like, he was enjoying that. Like, look, I told y'all so ass, look, thing. But nobody will hear that shit, bro. You was trying your move, bro.
It was like a flex to him. Like,
yeah, it was like a flex on Steve. It was on Steve. That's exactly what it was to him, for like a flex. Like, yeah, like, y'all really thought this bitch, like, cause we I swear to God, we did everything but beat his ass to make him not with her, bro. Like, we told him we was lying on her and everything. Boy, she used to be doing, she was getting by 80. We was lying and saying she did all type of shit to make him not with her, bro. He still did it. Lil Boo was a freak though, so I knew that shit wasn't gonna run him away, fool. But BD, he was on some other shit.
Do you have a favorite story with Lil Boo?
Yeah, on BD. Every story I got with him was a story where he was trying to fight me. Cause that's how we, like, bro, if your homies don't fight you, like, they really will kill you. You feel me? Like, if you don't take it out on your homies, like on your little brother, like on some fight shit, you really are just smoke them. So, like, he always used to be trying to get into it with me, bro, because he loved me that much. Like, he used to want me, I felt like he used to want me in his image to a point. Like, because he groomed me like no Diddy, no homo. But he like, he showed me the ropes, folks. Everything I know is because of him. So every time he felt like I'm doing some shit he didn't show me or teach me or like directly him and D thing, he wanna punish me about it, like on some fight shit, bro. But we used to fight about every little thing, bro. I swear to God, any little time he catch me walking with my head down, he'll bust me. No Diddy. He'll swing on me on Fordham, like he'll swing on me, bang, on Fordham. Like, he catch me walking too slow, he'll bust me. He catch me like doing any little goofy shit on the block where he feel like, bro, come on, you know what time it is. Like, you walking slow as hell, you hitting this cut instead of that cut, folk. You going that way instead of this way. Get on your shit. On BD, he'll just bust me. We'll be in the crib on the block. He always, like, me and Booker, he fought us every day, bro. I ain't gonna lie, every day. Like, out of love, though, like, every day. Like, even if we slap boxing for us, like, we'll be chilling, smoking. Like, you would be chilling, smoking, he'll just, dang, like, what the f*** you smack me for, bro? Like, now we got a box on BD, like, And now that I think about it, as I'm older, that shit probably, because by the time I was old enough to really punch this shit on video, I was just taking off on, because I fought Lil Boo. Like, I fought him every day on my block, like, since I was 13 years old. Like, I'm whooping every my size ass, like, every getting belt. I'm him and Dita. I gotta fight folks now when I get out of school. Like, I'm beating all my size ass, folks, on video. So it's like, folks, every I got a bunch of I got a funny situation though to get literal. Lil Boo used to be liking fat bitches on BD. One night he kidnapped me, folks. He didn't tell me where we was going, but he told me, like, I'm outside with folks and shit. You feel me? But I'm in his traffic, so I'm only could go home if he dropped me off, type shit. So, bro, this man got me somewhere far as hell in a motherfucking car, folks. So we at this lady crib, G, in her car. I don't know how to she come home, G. It's a fat bitch, like, she big. I'm talking about full big mama. Bro, like, man, you, bro, Lil Boo probably like a buck. Man, he probably a buck 65 wet. Like, he probably 5'7", folk. Like, him any 300-pound shit is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and bro, she come in and shit, and me and folks in the front room and everything. I'm thinking, like, cause I think we was waiting on her so we could leave. You know what I'm saying? It's getting later and later and shit. For he go upstairs. I'm knowing, like, I'm thinking he finna come back down or something, bro. Bro, he go upstairs. It's cold, G. This leave me like a cover. Nothing. He just leave me down. Now I'm thinking he come back down to take me home. So I get on some bullshit, because now I'm ready to go. I'm hungry, folk. I ain't ate. Like, like, he just got me out here with him, folk. Handicap. I'm ready to go home to my mama, folk. I'm starving, old bitty. So, bro, I get up. I'm like, I'm finna go upstairs and see what the fuck going on. I hadn't even went upstairs in the crib yet. I've been sitting in the same spot all day. I go upstairs, G. It's a hallway and shit. Ain't nobody in the hallway. It's just a bunch of doors on this side and this side, and they all closed. So I'm like, oh, he in one of these rooms, for. I'm thinking, like, they done fell asleep in this bitch or something, Man, I get to a door for all his. For he blowing that big shit up, and I'm like, fool. I'm talking about, like, y'all know I'm funny, so, like, no funny shit. I'm sitting, because, I don't know what. At first, I'm talking about, it was loud clapping, like, clap, like, bro, he clapped. It got faster. I'm like, oh, I'm like, Lil Boo going cool that shit. I went back downstairs, dude. I swear to God, bro. And then she was like fat and ugly. Like, I don't know what. But then that's when I should have knew. Cause this was before Booby. This was before Booby. I should have known then he was on some, he liked that other shit, folks. He was on some freaky shit. He had me in that crib with that fat bitch, folks. Blowing her back out. I'm in that bitch 8 hours, ain't ate, slept. I'm hungry. I'm young as hell. Like, folk, take me home to my mama, folk. Biddy, I don't even think I had a charger, folk. My phone was dead, all type of shit. He ain't get no about me, folk. He ain't get no about me, folk.
Well, another guy who just recently got his own documentary by Trapper Ross was T.Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a chance to check it out?
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
I like it. I'm saying I like it for sure. I like it. It was crazy, man. Troy, you know what be so crazy for? Well, another thing that documentaries do is, like, make you, like, fake be like, oh damn, I remember that. Like, photo. So, like, bro, what his documentary did was make me remember, G, how bad he was. Like, you feel me? Like, on some personal shit. Cause, like, a lot of shit, bro, I swear to God, G, like, when I was a shorty, shit that's, like, so hot take-ish news. Not it seemed like it was going on every day when I was a shorty. I swear to God, bro. Like Troy and them did this shit every day. Like it was normal shit. Like I'm thinking, but I'm saying me sitting up right now, removed from the shit and seeing how everybody act about them, like it be like, damn, folk, like I guess it was crazy. You feel me? But bro, back in real time, it was like, bro, it make you forget how bad them was. Like Troy was bad as hell, fool. Like I be telling folk, like Troy was better than Von, folk. Like not even on no like, oh, he do more than him type shit. It's just like his approach to every day. Like Troy equate everything to like shooting people, bro. Like he will make an equation like equal shooting them up at any little point. Like some shit will happen. You will see a it'll start raining hard as hell. He'll be like, yeah, I know this how them bullets feel when they be tapping them up head. He'll just like, you a damn, that like that's where your mind go for. It's raining hard as hell, dude. Raindrops hitting folks' head hard. He talking about, yeah, I know that's how shells be feeling when they be hitting them up face. Like like where your mind be going, bro? Like your mind twisted as hell. We in this bitch getting rained on. You talking about, oh, that's how be feeling when they be getting shot in the face. Like, what the like, bro, like your mind be twisted as hell. Like he got demonic dark. I tell you, like he got dark humor. Like he got dark humor. Like he laugh at shit that's not funny, that only other smokers laugh at. Like you feel me? Like he laugh at that type of shit. He was bad as hell, folks. He had a little syndrome, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Like I feel like all short, super short people, folk, like they be macho as hell because they feel like they gotta be like, and nobody embodied that shit more than Troy, because Troy was the littlest with the biggest gun. I swear to God, if you didn't know him, you would feel him at all times. Like you would never turn your back on Troy, like if you didn't know him. Not because he was a bully or nothing, bro, but I just swear, like, bitch, who like won all the way, like, you know, secure with him, they felt so threatened around Troy, like more than Von, because like Von he'll lull you to sleep. Like Von, he show all his teeth when he smile. You know, he got a big smile. He laughing all the time. You know, like he one of those. He'll lull you to sleep. You wouldn't even know he is if you just sat around him. You wouldn't even know he be on what he be on for real. But Troy, like if you was a random that went to O Block for the first time, you would know he was one of these shooters. Like you would be like, yeah, I know him. Like I know him for sure. I could tell with my eyes. Shorty right here, he bad on BD. Von, you'll have to find out. You gonna find out on BD, but you just gonna have to find out. You hang with him long enough, you definitely gonna find out, but you're gonna have to find out. Troy, I swear to God, your first time meeting him, you gonna know. Yeah, he bad as hell, for BD. Like, and that's what it did for me. I'm like, Troy was bad as hell when we was shorties, because he used to call me his son. He used to call me his son and shit. He a Scorpio. He was born on Halloween. He used to be like, you know, teaching me shit about this shit and shit. You know, I used to learn a lot of shit from Troy.
What do you think it was that made him and Von so close?
Bro, I swear to God, like, you know, and I lost my best friend and I had a best friend. So, like, I could relate. And I really just feel like knowing both of them and seeing how they operated, I just feel like everybody find that person, bro. Like, LA was my person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Von and Troy, they was each other person. Like, certain, you just be like, bro, this my, like, he on what I'm on what he on. This the one I feel like stepping as hard as me, and he gonna come exactly how I'm gonna come in every situation. I ain't gotta question him about nothing. Like, I know if all else, this one man right here, fool, that's my man. So don't fold him, like, and like that's what it was with them two, bro. They was like the same person, just one was tall and one was short. One was a little more aggressive, but ironically, the little one was the more aggressive one. You know what I'm saying? Von was the more look, like I say, he lull you to sleep. Like you, if you didn't know him, you would be like, oh, man, he cool as you feel me? Like Troy, you gonna be like, man, I don't know who he was, but he was mugging me the whole night. You know what I'm saying? Like, Other than that, they the same type of person, bro. You know what I'm saying? For better and for good and bad. You know what I'm saying? They wanted the same things in life. They had the same ambitions for like they wanted to be great at the same things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what brought them together for. But one thing I could say is also like I felt like them losses hurted them the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, bro, like that pain, if you listen to Von music, for like, and you just really listen, like, you'll hear about all of the murders and all that shit, but bro, when you really listen to him, like, he telling you, bro, like, we was doing bad, bro. Like, we was doing bad. I'm telling you, when Foden was dying, Sir G, I'm talking about that shit was like for them, we laughed at it. We made it seem like we wasn't hurt, and we talked shit about them niggas, dead homies and shit. But bro, I'm talking about, and just I'm letting you in for and telling you this shit like from my own eyes, for like we talked all that shit on the internet, boy. When our homies died, bro, some of us, boy, couldn't even sleep, bro. I'm talking about like we got on the net and did all that woofing with the ops, like we just took it to the chin and we gonna be all right. But boy, behind them walls, behind them gates, I'm talking about some folk like Vaughn and Troy, bro, them couldn't sleep, like them couldn't, and they seen that about each other, like bro, when the guys died, like these two, they seen it, like Vaughn looking at Troy, like bro, he hurt like I'm hurt when four of them died, like you feel me, like he hurting to the point where he feel like he gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where you bond at sometimes, bro. Like when you look and shit going bad, and you look to your right and you look to your left and you see like who really ready to go all the way about this shit. You bond through that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of folk ain't one ready to take this shit as far as Vaughn to take it. But when Vaughn looked at Troy, Vaughn seeing who was ready to go exactly what he was ready to go. And when you see that, folk, that this gonna happen near time. You know what I'm saying? Once you know, bro, because every bro ain't gonna go as far as you gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But when you find that nigga, folk, who gonna take it all and gonna go, not only gonna go as far as you gonna go, but gonna step exactly how you need him to step. Like he ain't gonna poop put it, he ain't gonna half step it. When he step hard, just like you. He stepped hard. So when you find you step hard, he stepping hard. On for them, you know you don't gotta. Hey, look, I know when Shorty busts his gun, hey, you feel me? Y'all gotta worry about Troy. He don't gotta worry about me. On phone, as long as I got Shorty got me, we could take down an army. And that's what it was for, you know, like, and for better or worse, like them, bro, they felt that pain and they looked in each other's eyes and knew, like, regardless of who else gonna get behind this shit, I know you and me, we gonna come. We coming exactly how we need to come. And I think that's where they bond was coming from.
You mentioned, them getting along and doing the same things. I think you talked about a little bit them having like a lot of competition between them.
Mm-hmm.
Like friendly competition.
Mm-hmm.
Like what'd you see in that? And you know what I'm saying? Was that just, part of their relationship?
Yeah, like for them just, they just was I wouldn't even say friendly competition, for it was more of a me and you together type shit. Like they own the same type of things, you know what I'm saying? They actually doing them together, you know what I'm saying? Like they bringing that shit up, like and then I'm talking about like on any, not just on negative shit, I'm talking about like in life, or like them niggas was the same type of, even in they hood, like they both had a lot of rank, a lot of respect, like they both got a lot of things together in they hood. They was voices on their block. When needed shit, they came to them, or when felt like they needed a certain person to take them serious or a certain message to get across, or even if they needed O Block to get in compliance, bro, they gotta talk to like them. You feel me? Like this type of shit, bro, like it don't go without them two, bro. Like this shit ain't even running the same without them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't really think like they honestly needed each other more than anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think, folks. Like, not even on no competition. I think they just understood like how valuable they was to one another, folks, in that situation that they had in their hood. Like, they meant so much to their block, folks. You know what I'm saying? And I think like y'all could like see that. A lot of people could see that, for like how hard the Wick go for them, like how hard O Block come for them boys. Like you can't say they names in vain. You can't say Troy or you can't say T.Roy or V-Roy name in vain around no from O Block 4. That's gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So I just think like, like on the negative side, the friendly competition probably came in just from on some being bad shit. They just wanna, when you out here as a shorty, man, you just be want to be badder than the next shorty. You feel me? Like you, even if he on your level, you want to be one up on him too. You just want to be bad. We all do that though. Like shorties just ain't got no other way to flex their muscles, so we gotta just be like, oh yeah, well, catch up. We used to do shit like that, but
There's one name that I hear a lot about, but he's been in jail a long time, so I don't know if you knew him or you didn't know him, but I hear a lot about Bruh.
yeah.
People talk about Bruh, how bad he was and stuff that he went through. Did you know him? Were you around him?
Hell yeah, bruh, man. Like, bruh, another nigga been gone since I was, man, like 2012. He been gone for a minute. But yeah, bruh was bad as hell. He from the Met building, folks. He one of them other, he like been in all the hoods, folks, on video. Like, all the hoods was claiming, bruh. He's from the O, the 6, the Wick. I mean, he's from the O, the 6, the Lamb, the low end. Like, he from the Met building, a lot of blood, bruh. So he was all over the place. Everybody claimed him. But yeah, he was bad as hell. For bro was one of the first that was bad around us. Like, well, he older than me, like we grew up under them, you know what I'm saying? But even for his era, like for his age group, he was the first in they age. Like all the niggas that was bad, they probably was bad because they was hanging with bruh. I ain't gonna lie, though. That shit rubbed off on them from bruh. He was bad as hell.
Do you have a story about Bruh?
I mean, not no direct story, because on BD I was a baby. Like I wasn't a baby. He ain't do nothing bad to me. But on BD I got hella stories about bruh doing bad shit in the hood. He used to terrorize people, for like bruh used to be bad as hell, for that shit he did to Slick Eye. That was some on accident shit. You know what I'm saying? Bruh used to, I remember one time, bruh was finna kill us, folks. Bro was finna smoke us, for like it was like 2000. Well, let me rephrase that. Bro wasn't finna smoke us. Bro was finna get his ass into a real bad situation, but he was finna get on that, folks. I ain't gonna lie. A couple years back in the day, my hood, we was kind of doing some shit. We was like doing a no. I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Like my block, we was with folks and them from SKD and shit, you know what I'm saying? And SKD, for a little background, them, to say the least, that's like a GD hood. You know what I'm saying? SKD like a bunch of GDs, and they was with other GDs that like the BDs that the other BD hoods that we with didn't with. So, we was kind of like with ops low key, you know what I'm saying? And Phonem one with us. You know what I'm saying? Like Phonem, because we was with them, like Phonem was like with us at arm's length. Like O Block was only with certain from our hood, only certain from our hood was going to O Block Front Street, was only with certain from our hood, only certain from our hood going Front Street. Like, and SKD was directly into it with Blackgate, which is a actual BD hood that we actually clicked up with. So we clicked up with them and we clicked up with they ops simultaneously, folks. Like we clicked up with Blackgate, we BDs all shaking up with them and shit, but we got they ops on our block every day, all day. So like I ain't gonna lie, that shit like 2000, probably like 11 on BD. It's like 2011, folks. I swear to God, we posted up one day. We on Prairie, man. And you know, it's deep as hell. Like, you know, it's busting on the block this day. Bunch of SKD on the block this day. In Villain City, other GDs. Man, folk. I remember, everybody getting that, boy. Y'all ain't see that car? Like, it's whispers at first, but then it's like more of the guys saying, like, boy, y'all ain't just see that car? Like, what car on BD? Because we low-key loafing, folks. That's how I know, bruh. He'll get up on the motherfucker, boy. We low-key, we not loafing because we see cars coming through the block. You know, we on the block, cars got to come through our block to get through other parts of our hood. You know what I'm saying? We kind of like in a part of our hood where it's kind of like cars intersect through here just randomly because they got to go through our shit to get other places. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a bunch of cars flowing through our hood, but we never, we certain cars, we own them, but we just know it's random people that got to come through it. So we can't be overly on every car. So, man, brother must slither through that. They slithered through that bitch first, and for them caught him like, boy, y'all ain't see that car? So now, we see the car again. Now motherfuckers that turn us up and shit. So now and them like, cause now he's standing on the corner and shit. He like ducked off in the cut. He was told. He like, boy, that's bruh. He like, boy, that's bruh them. Boy, that's bruh them. On for them grade, boy. All the guys like, boy, that's bruh them. Bro, mind you, he the guys, folks. He the guys on the guys, folks. For them ain't bell out, sugar hand or nothing. What you creeping through our hood for with other folk? You slithering through that bitch, you ain't belt out this bitch and shook a hand or nothing. You in this bitch op shopping, bro. You trying to see the right face so you can belt out this bitch blowing. That's what you trying to do. But it's bruh, so we ain't finna fan the car down this bruh, for we don't wanna do nothing first to bruh. But bro, no, we knew, bro. Bro was coming through that bitch to blow something. If he would have got through that bitch one more time without us seeing that car, we was gonna hear some noise. I ain't gonna lie. We was gonna hear some noise. I ain't gonna lie. I know bro was coming through that bitch to bang that day. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I know he was coming to step hard. We caught him and he knew like he was gonna have to deal with a lot of shit once we knew they was out there. But on my son's life, I remember that. I remember because him and all of the guys for him, Slick, Trigger, Damo, Mac Man, man, who else, bro? It was a bunch of the guys that got booked in 2012, man. Lil Vernie, Boona, Booney Mo, all type of guys, all of the guys, folks, was getting booked in 2012. So it was like a lot of going on. And right before that, this shit happened. Like the end of 11, beginning of 12 on BD. I'm just like, damn, folks, he got booked like not too long after that.
One of the names that comes up a lot out of the drill community, you know, he had a pretty crazy impact, you know, ruffled a lot of feathers, man, was Lil JoJo.
Yeah.
Came out with the BDK song.
Right.
What did you think? What was your first reaction?
Hey, when he came out with that, I remember a lot of I ain't know that was GD. I remember a lot of that I didn't know was GD. I found out that they was GD when he dropped that. Like, you know how like you we undercover and all that, like they was hating, they was scared to come out as GD because we was popping. And we had a no GD toleration at the time. So now when he come out, he like give it the backbone to stand on. They like over tough and everybody over flamboyant GD now. So it's like it really ruffled a lot of feathers because it made the streets hot. Like I remember, like we was winning. We was still winning when he came out, but it was like they didn't have a real voice. You know what I'm saying? When he came out, he was like they Chief Keef. And he had everybody that was GD. He had them they was loud and proud when he came out, and it made the streets go up. Like, cause we had it in a chokehold. We had Dirk Sosa, and all they had was King Louis, and Louis was up one of us. You feel me? Like he was GD, but we was with Louis back there. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't even empowering the GDs because he was GD, but he was associated with all of us at the time. So he was like Every time he blew up or did something, it was like helping the BDs low key. You feel me? So when JoJo came out, he was straight letting everybody know, yeah, we don't gotta do songs with them niggas. We don't gotta do nothing. We turned. And he was out there making everybody crack the trays and diss our homies, and he was on that. I ain't gonna lie, he was over on that.
How hated was he on your side?
From a scale like a 1 to 10,
Yeah.
he was like 12. He was the top op. He was the top op at the time because he was just he was antagonizing us. Like he want to beef 24/7, bro. Like you get no breaks from JoJo. He in the studio dissing you. He gonna hop on Twitter woofing. And on top of all that, he gonna drive through your hood and everything like once a week. Like, yeah, bitch ass. like, like JoJo he was tweaking like that, bro. Like he used to come up to Dunbar. We used to be at Dunbar ready to smoke him, folks. Like he'd come up to Dunbar and be tweaking like him and his homies and like, you know, trying to ruffle feathers. This is where you could get away with pulling up with no guns or not shoot. You can get away with that.
Okay. And you guys never met?
Yeah, we brushed across each other. We wasn't formally made. You know, he from Brick Squad, so he wasn't like, he was like a tour with niggas that we was clicked up with at the time. Like his hood, they beef didn't really cross over all the way to the rest of the BDs until he dropped that BDK. We ain't never get acquainted. Like I ain't grow up with him like Duck. You know what I'm saying? I ain't grow up with him like Duck, but I grew across him. He came through my hood, woofing. I seen him at Dunbar a couple times. We was trying to get into it with each other.
Okay. What do you think about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle going on right now?
Man, bro, you wanna know what's crazy? Like, I ain't think nobody could ever beat Drake in no beef like this, bro. Cause he the biggest, fool. Like the numbers say he the GOAT or the greatest right now, but Kendrick just did something with that. Ain't they not like us, folk? Like he just did something. You in Cali, so I know you can probably speak to the gravity of that song more than I can. But that song is really, it's like a diss song, but you forget it's a diss when it come on in the club. It hits so hard, bro. Like no DJ that's spinning in the club don't got that in their playlist right now. Like that has to get banged, right? Like Drake dropping disses for, but like nobody, you don't gotta play that in the club right now. Like it's still getting radio spins and it's because it's Drake and they everybody, but if I hear certain dishes from him in the club, it'll throw the vibe out. Like, bro, if you play that, you could play that They Not Like Us after a Sexy Red song. Like, it is gonna be like, damn, that go cool, fool. Like, you know, like, for the. So, I ain't gonna lie, I think Kendrick, he winning right now. And they vandalizing Drake stores, all type of shit. Like, it's the shit that just happened at his crib. Like, he dropping all type of like pedophile type, all that. That's below the belt. He got real bullets. He's shooting at that boy. Like I ain't know he's stepping hard right now. I ain't gonna lie, he playing ball.
How crazy is it that it looks like Kendrick put his house in the video, and now people are showing up at Drake's house, and there was actually a shooting there.
Yeah, bro. That's why I don't mean, bro. Like I'm telling you, can't underestimate the power of people, bro. People fans be really on that, bro. Like y'all understand, boy. Like fans be, boy. People fans be on that harder than people, homies and mamas and daddies, bro. Like some people, bro. Like Kendrick Lamar fanatics, bro. Like you going against him is like going against state belief or something. For them grade, like they own that. So taking it to their own hands, bro. They trying to hurt Drake, and that's crazy, folks, because it's just music, and you got random people trying to hurt a motherfucker. But you know, it's crazy, folks. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy to see. I hope don't nobody really get hurt and this shit get solved. You know what I'm saying? But for the time being, as far as music, it low key got everybody popping out. Not Game, this and Rick Ross dropping shit. This shit got dropped that ain't Kendrick Lamar don't drop this much music, bro. Like if you a Kendrick Lamar fan, you can't do nothing but enjoy this shit right now. Like real spill, bro. Like he don't drop music and he acting bad like that. Like he talking crazy. I actually listened to Kendrick Lamar folks, so I downloaded his last album. Like he wasn't even on that. That Day Not Like Us was a whole. He changed. Like that last album was not. He wasn't talking like that, bro. This last couple songs, he in this Birkin, and I ain't gonna lie. I like it because I've been listening to Kendrick, folks, and I know like I listen to Damn. That's the masterpiece still to me. Like he capable of doing this type of shit and shaking it up like this, folks. So I like it like in that aspect, folks. It is. I hope don't they squash it because them that big now. Like J. Cole tucked his tail, so now we could use them two on a song. They need to come together now and just don't even with J. Cole. You ain't built for this shit. You quit it. We was all beefing. Like you don't deserve to be on the song. Neither one of us. Like you feel me? Period.
Yeah, man, it's been really good for hip hop to see.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, for I ain't gonna lie. Like that was crazy, for I ain't gonna lie.
Well, Tay, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Definitely taking the time.
Yeah, you already know, bro. Anytime we lock in, folks, you already know you my boy, man. I'm gonna keep coming through, folks. Shout out to my peoples at Camp Capone, man. Let's take Capone.
Definitely, let's get it.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.